Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and has seen my new video today. Did you watch it? I did. We had a hard time with that bottle today, boys. I tell you, I swear we did. I don't know what else we would do. That bottle, I'm not going to name the bottle because we just done a taste test on it. If you guys want to see the new taste test, then by all means, go check out the YouTube channel. It is uploaded today, a little bit ago. You can check it out there. But boy, most of the video was me just trying to open the daggone bottle. It was so complicated. And I don't even know why it was so hard to open. It was just terrible.
Searching for music
for
your next
it's a little
video?
loud.
Then you need to check out our list. With amazing new music added daily and one license
I feel like it's still a little loud. Yeah, it's still loud. Let's go over here. All right, there we go. We got some music going. Now we're going to share this out. We are a little bit earlier than we usually are. We'll pull out the whiskey here in just a second. Don't you fret and don't you worry. Go to my channel and share this out just to everyone in the world because that's what's important. Is everybody gets the chance to see me. Because who wouldn't want to see me? I mean, look at this face. It's beautiful. Not as nowhere near as good looking as Pretty Lady, but however. We're just posting it. One more place, and then we're good to go. And then we're going to go live on Facebook, and we shall do the fun stuff. So we will pull out the whiskey. Today's video will definitely be earlier whiskey. We may do 2 whiskeys today. If I can find Discord's app, that would be wonderful. I don't even see Discord open anymore. Oh, there it is. It's hiding from me in plain sight. That one. There we go. Is there any others that we can do in there? Yeah, let's do that one. All right, we are posted up to everywhere. We're going to get ready to get our phone ready to go live on the Facebook here as well. That way everyone can see me. I got the Rona. Yeah, we're gonna set the phone up here right there. That's kind of far back. Let's post that right there. Am I usually this far back on my videos? I didn't think I was. Hello, everybody. I know everybody's watching now either on Facebook or on YouTube. We're going to go ahead and pull out the whiskey of the day. Whiskey Wednesday, we are drinking on some Jameson Black Barrel. And if you have never had Jameson Black Barrel, it doesn't matter how many times you drink Jameson. You can drink it once, twice, 3 times a week. It's going to be great every single time because Jameson is amazing. But yeah, once we get glass, that's what I was looking for. I was like, once we get our glass going here, we'll be able to figure it out. We'll get everything figured out and situated. So we're definitely starting with the Jameson Black Barrel today. And once we do drink this one, I believe we'll choose a second drink just to equal up the time frame. How you looking? I see your name. Hello, everybody who's watching. And if I didn't catch your names, hello, everybody. We're going to be pouring up some Jameson here. Because it doesn't matter when, how, or where you drink Jameson, it's always great. Oh, that was a quicken. that come out pretty heavy. All right. So Jameson Black Barrel here is an awesome drink. It's a tribute to the legacy of charring barrels before filling them. Our Coopers call it bringing the wood back to life. Black Barrel features charred and double charred bourbon barrels that deliver unique spiciness, vanilla sweetness, and nutty notes. It is an awesome flavor of whiskey that is actually better, in my opinion, than their standard. And there's not a huge price comparison to it. It makes it for a pretty interesting drink, in my opinion. Especially with the combination of the nuttiness. There's a little bit of butterscotch in there that I'm getting. There's a whole lot of different flavors that kind of bounce off the wall. Those fruity, nutty notes that are in there are just great once they go all together. Michael Brozier, how's it going, buddy? But to be, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jameson Black Barrel is $30, maybe a little less. Is not too terribly expensive, especially for the quality of drink you get. Like I said, maybe we've done this one on Whiskey Wednesday before, or another video before, other than the reaction. I don't know. We just drink whiskey to talk, because that's what we do. And whiskey's good. There's not one time a day where you can't just drink whiskey and have a good time, because whiskey makes everything better. You can have a terrible, terrible day, and you go home and you drink you a nice glass of whiskey. It's going to make up for a great day. Hey, you pretty lady. I see you down yonder. I feel like something's in behind my ear. I can't get it. But Jameson, like I said, it's only in between, I think it's like $30 to $45, $30 to $40, not $45. And it makes for a great drink. I've not mixed it with anything, so if anybody out there mixes their Jameson with anything and would like to give me any ideas between what to mix the Jameson with, then let me know, because I usually drink all my Jameson pretty much straight. Now, if you keep seeing me move my head, I'm trying to block this box back here for the most part. That is the video that we done today. If you want to check out the new video that we posted up today, it is an awesome new surprise drink that is actually really, really good. And it's a little bit on the more expensive side. It took me a very long time to open it, so I didn't really get into telling you guys the price. So the next time we drink it, I'll tell everybody the price of the drink, which we may do it towards the end of the week, because depending on what we go and buy this week, it may become the whiskey of the week. Usually on Friday, whiskey of the week is the top pick whiskey of the taste tests that week. Monday is always Miller Monday, and we drink a random whiskey. Whiskey Wednesday, I usually drink one of my favorite whiskeys off the shelf, whether it be a whiskey that we've already had on the channel or something like that. I just kind of like to drink it, so I usually throw a drink in there. And then Friday is usually our whiskey of the week, and that is the one that had the best flavor, the best taste, and the best overall quality. As of right now, I know which one that's winning. We have 2 days left within that, so there's still a lot of open opportunity, because we're going back today to C-Store tomorrow to pick up some more bottles to finish up the week, and we'll see what we have. So, guys, if you're watching and you want to give me some ideas of what I should get when I do go to the ABC store, by all means, leave some comments below, and I'll try to pick up whatever you comment. I do, however, at our store, we did put out our holiday beers, so I may go and try and buy some of those Samuel Adams. I think they're like Pumpkin Harvest is the name of them. I want to try some of those, see how they taste, and see how the seasonal beers are. I've never had a seasonal beer that I can think of. I usually just drink Miller Lite. But now that we do these things all the time, might as well drink new stuff, right? I mean, what's the point in doing a taste test video when you don't really taste test? Bada bing, bada boom. The tequila is staring at me again. We had tequila last night. Tequila is just staring at me. He's just chilling. He's just chilling on the table over there. He's like, I'm watching you. Still trying to get used to these mouses. Dalton, how's it going? Also, as of, I think it was yesterday or Monday, can't remember if we talked about it on Monday's video or not, but I haven't checked it anymore. I've told my cousin that I wouldn't check the video anymore once we hit a certain number, but I did have a video hit 1,000 views this week, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that. But it's on to bigger and better things. We're going to let that continue to grow as the channel grows. But it is a huge milestone for that video to hit that big of a number. So I'm very excited for that. We can't let Machine Gun Kelly play. They'll mute me instantly. Stupid things. Yeah, let's just pop up Machine Gun Kelly real quick. Now I can't do that. Nope. They'll ban me right away. What's everybody in tonight? What you guys do? You got me doing something. I need to go get some more mountain water this upcoming soon. Nice. So, as everybody knows and has seen my videos, I am mostly a bald underneath my hat here. Snapchat has this thing now where you can put a filter on and it shows you bald. Well, let's just say your man's is gonna keep this long hair for a little while longer. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna go bald anytime soon. I'm gonna keep my dark black brown hair and my ginger beard for a while, I reckon. Makes no sense, but hey. Let's give him dark brown hair and give him a ginger beard and call it a day. I need to trim my mustache, though. It is starting to get in everything again. But, so the weird thing that's happening. So the other day, we went out to dinner for a pretty lady's mom's birthday. We went and had a nice dinner. And we was getting ready to leave, and somebody knocked on the door. She's like, somebody's here. I was like, yeah, it's probably your parents. We're getting ready to go eat. She's like, no, he's on a lawnmower. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I walked outside and started talking to this guy. I was like, hey, buddy, what's up? And he's like, hey, I want to mow your yard. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. I was like, I'll give you like $20. I have like an acre and a half of land. That's it. And I was like, yeah, man, I'll give you like $20. He's like, no, don't worry about it. I just want to mow it for you. He said, I never see you really at home. And he's like, I don't know if you're working all the time or what, but I seen the grass getting a little tall. I'll figure I'd come over here and mow it for you. And me and Pretty Lady got to talking on the way to dinner and was like, no, that's probably the nicest way that anybody has ever came up to me and said, your grass looks like crap. It's kind of tall. I'm going to mow it for you. But it didn't even look that bad. It wasn't even that tall. I maybe mowed it in like a week and a half maybe, because I had just went over it not too long ago with the mower, so I know it wasn't that bad. But he genuinely just wanted to mow it. And then today, Pretty Lady said he's like tracing back and forth. Like he drives this weird white van, and like he lives down yonder in the area that we live in, and then he'll come back out. And then he'd come back around, come back out, and then it was just weird. Pretty Lady was like nervous about everybody showing the people coming back and forth past the house. But there's nothing we can do about it. We just maybe he wasn't a sketcho weirdo. Maybe he just genuinely wanted to mow my yard for some reason. But he done a really good job. He weed eated around the post, and he mowed everything. He didn't hit any of Pretty Lady's flowers. He done a really good job. It done look pretty good. And he didn't take my money. He wanted me to. He didn't take any of the stuff I had outside. Nothing. He's a decent guy. So, what else has happened recently? The Mustang. So yesterday, I finally said, screw it. I'm taking a break. I know a lot of you guys have been following the Mustang at least the last week and a half. There's been a lot going on with it. Everything's been taken. I got to skip this song too before we get muted. But so the Mustang, yesterday I've done a whole lot of stuff. I went over to my buddy Ray, and I picked up our extra computer. It was my original computer that was bad. And maybe the computer was bad. I went and bought relays. Maybe the relays were bad. I bought the new fuel pump. Maybe the fuel pump was bad. I checked all the wiring. I checked all the quick disconnects. I checked all the fusible links. I checked literally everything that I could come up with and check on this car. Well, so her grandpa come over, pretty lazy grandpa, and we're talking. And he's like, well, you can run a hot wire from the battery to the switch or to the pump, or you can run it to a switch in the trunk. Well, I was like, yeah, I could do that. But I got a better idea. I took the battery out of the car, and I took the battery to the back of the car, and I was like, I got a wire about this long, so we'll do it this way. So I jumped the wire for the battery, and I have power to the pump. The pump works. I took a wire, and I jumped the wire to the neutral safety switch. Neutral safety switch works. My relays are clicking, but just because they click don't mean they work. But I bought new relays, so those are decent. And so now that I know that my pump, I'm pretty sure that my relays are working, and we're pretty sure all this stuff's actually finally working and everything else. I got a battery in and out between pretty late and everything, but now we've narrowed it down to a bad spot in the wire somewhere, somehow is touching something, causing it to short out. Daniel says maybe he thinks your tractor's sexy. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Maybe he likes my tractor. My tractor just putting along. That's all it does. Putt, 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 putt. But I took a break. I was like, you know what? I'm fed up with it. I've spent a lot of long hours in the last few days getting everything like looked over. I spent a lot of time getting the trains out while trying to get the trains back in. And I was just getting tired and fed up. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a break. So Saturday, the plan is to take my multimeter and start at the battery and work my way down majority of the wiring harness from the front all the way towards the computer to the relays, all the way back to the inertia switch, down to the pump. So we're bound to find out where my electrical issue is. But it's the fact of being able to find it that's going to be the hard part. This car has been the ghost car. All the issues that we would have never thought to be the issue has become the issues. And we fixed them as long as we went. But this weekend, I have bought so many random things for this car. So it's just, please, just do what you're supposed to do. I want you to run. Because I'm on this cliff of where I'm about to jump and be like, all right, I'm selling it. Who wants to buy it? Who wants to buy the Mustang? And I'm just going to sell it to whoever has the best profit or the best offer, whether it be a trade up or a trade with cash. Whoever has the best offer, I'm about willing to take it. Really, honestly. But I'm going to get it running before I fully decide on what I want to do. I got a lot. I don't really have a whole lot into the Mustang, but it is definitely one of my favorite cars that I've bought. I have another car. It's a 66 Mustang for anybody that doesn't know. That's going to be my still old school car, I guess, but I don't necessarily want to lose the blue car if I don't have to. I would really enjoy to be able to keep the Mustang, and if I had another daily, I wouldn't worry about it so much. But right now, not having another daily, I pretty much take Pretty Lady to work in the mornings, and then I come back to work, or come back home, and then I go back to work, and then she comes home at like 1, and then she drives back to work and picks me up, and then we go back home. And then she usually comes home for lunch. I haven't been coming home for lunch. I've been staying at work, but so there and back, and then there's 3 already. And then she comes back for lunch 4, back to work 5, back home is 6, back to pick me up 7, and then back home is 8. So 8 times that car makes the trip back and forth to work and back, which is a lot. So we're doing 8 trips a day compared to where we were doing our normal, like, to work, our lunch, back to work, or back home. So we went from doing 4 trips to doubling that. So it's a little hectic, but it's okay. It's not bad. It could be way worse, but it's not at the moment. I got in the Jeep today to go home, and it didn't start. I've been using the Jeep's battery for the Mustang. Well, I went to start the Jeep, and it went click. I was like, wait a minute. And pretty lady was like, yeah, it wasn't running good earlier. It didn't want to drive. And you said, what? Don't you say that juju to me. That is some bad juju, and you don't say that. I was like, what do you mean it didn't want to run? She was like, it was like stuttering. It didn't want to run. And I was like, okay, we're not going to talk about that. I went and turned the positive post on the battery, and it started up. Drove it home perfectly fine, no issues, no nothing, no stutter, no issue. I was like, I don't know what you felt or what you saw, but that ain't that, and that's not what's happening. So, all in all, the Jeep's doing fine for right now. I wish the Mustang would get running, because this weekend I was supposed to go help out a group of friends to run some fence, but now I'm not even going to be able to do that. Pretty lady's having to work all weekend, so I need to get the Mustang going and either sold or going to where I can drive it daily again. Because if I don't, I'm just going to end up, I don't know, walking. Go buy a freaking bicycle and ride a bicycle back and forth to work. Because I'm just struggling. Or not really struggling. I just hate it. I hate having to do all the extra stuff that's not necessary. We live like 5 minutes from work. So it's not like it's a terrible out of the way inconvenience for us to take one another back and forth to work. But it's that slight inconvenience of where like maybe she's busy doing something when she's already off work, and then she's got to stop and then come get me. Or like in the mornings, I got to get up at 3:40 in the morning to take her to work at 4. So, I mean, it's not terrible outcomes, but it's still inconvenience at some sorts. But it's okay. I don't mind helping her because she helps me a ton. So we need to choose another whiskey. Since it's Whiskey Wednesday and I didn't buy any beer today, I believe we'll do 2 whiskeys tonight. Or it doesn't even have to be whiskey. I have vodka in the fridge. I have whiskeys up yonder. I got wine in the fridge. I got scotches. Well, I got 1 scotch. I'm not going to drink that other one tonight. I got ciders. I got flavored stuff. I got apple stuff. I got fire stuff. I got amaretto. I got club soda. I could make a drink. I got all types of weird stuff that we can mess with. What do you guys think? Should we make something or drink something? What do you guys think? I'm leaning towards probably pouring something because I'm lazy and don't feel like making a drink. But we can make one. I don't mind. I got lime juice. I got whiskeys. I got soda. I got all types of stuff. I'm not blatantly staring at the screen, guys. I promise. I'm actually using the screen to look at the whiskeys behind me. And if you're new watching, go hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. It's free. It's easy. Trying to hit 150. Once we hit 150, we're going to be doing our giveaway. But as of right now, if you haven't been here, these bottles on the bottom are bottles that we have already drank on the channel and are empty. The bottles that we have left on the channel are these up yonder. The Jefferson is empty. I'm keeping it as a display for the bag. And then the really tall 2 bottles back here are empty, but I don't think anybody really even, you can't really see those anyway. So it doesn't matter that much. The computer over here is just going nuts. Boop, 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 boop. Everything's just a beeping away.
The Explore tab
I'm just going to open up this chat. That way it doesn't keep doing it. There we go. There we go. That way it stops booping. But guys, if you've never had Jameson Black Barrel, it is an amazing whiskey. Has a very nice note that is very different than a lot of other whiskeys that I've tried, and has definitely became one of my more favorite whiskeys. And I got to skip this song because it's going to get me muted. Good song, but I got to skip it. I gotta do this weird bland music because YouTube and Facebook want to make their money. Stupid rules. But cheers to a great drink, wonderful drink. If you want to buy some, I suggest to buy some. I don't think they have these in the mini airplane bottles, but you never know. A lot of different ABC stores and liquor stores have different options to what you can and can't buy and what they have in their surplus and what they don't. Nose itch. I'm trying to think. What do we want? What do we want to drink? Got a good one. Crown. We're doing Jameson Black Barrel. Might as well do Crown Royal Black as well. We will do a little bit of that one just to get the edge going and be able to keep a variety. Let me show y'all. It's been a long day, guys. So Crown is another good name brand, if you want to say, that I really, really enjoy. They have just so many different options and flavors and different directions of whiskey that they take. Whether it be more like a single barrel or whether it be more like a flavor, like I got a vanilla here. You can kind of see the green label right there. It's a green apple. I got so many different options that you can choose from when it comes to apple. When it comes to Crown, that it makes for an awesome drink and a relatively easy choice when it comes to that. However, also another brand that is really good is Jim Beam. It has a large variety of different drinks, and that's what makes that so much better, because a lot of people's dead set on a name. Once they find that name that they like, they only want to buy that name. So if you start out with Jim Beam and you really enjoy Jim Beam, you got like 12 different flavors. You got like the Devil's Cut, you got honey, you got fire, you got apple, you got black cherry, you got chocolate or dark cherry or something like that. There's just a whole, I got a 12 days of Christmas for it. So, I mean, there's a bunch of different options when it comes to, they got bonded. There's so many that Jim Beam has that makes it whenever you can go to the ABC store and you're like, wow, what do I want to buy? And then Jim Beam has its entire shelf to itself because it has so many options. Another one that, like I said, that has that in options is your Crowns. They have a bunch of different flavors. Now, whenever I was drinking Crown, after I was drinking Crown for like the first time or whatever, and I was like, I feel like this could go good with something. What do I want it to go with? And I actually learned that Gatorade was a really good mixer for the apple flavoring of Crown. And I was like, wow, that's really awesome. I should really try this more often. And that's where I was like, hey, I'll try it with this, or I'll try it with that. And then I will slowly learn what tastes good and what tastes terrible. Thanks to everybody who's hitting the like button and smashing the hearts and hitting that share button. You guys are truly awesome. Don't know what I would do without you guys. You guys are awesome. I know it sounds weird, but for somebody like in my seat that doesn't have a lot of viewers or like people that watch a lot of the time, the more people that watch, the better. Because once I hit 4,000 watch hours and I hit like I think it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, it makes it to where I can become a partner. That means I can go live from my phone. I can go out and do stuff and be live on YouTube for you guys to see that kind of stuff. It opens up such a more broad spectrum of variety of videos that I'll be able to do. Now, with the Mustang being all jacked up and weird here recently, I did have new ideas come in this week that I was going to be ordering. Put on the back burner with that just because a lot of things with the Mustang went wrong. So that's probably going to be something that happens probably within the next week or so. We're going to order that thing that we're going to do the reviews on, and it should set us up for a good little bit of videos to help with different reviews. And it's going to be a different turn. It's not going to be whiskeys for that. It's going to be something just slightly different, which me being in the military for a little while is going to be something related to that. And it was an idea that my cousin and a friend gave us on our Discord channel, or my cousin's Discord channel. Mostly it's just us three that talk. But it came from them too, and I'm going to put it into motion and hopefully start those probably within the next week or two, just depending on when I am able to do those orders for the most part. Whiskey it's just something. It can take a terrible day and just flip it upside down, man. I know it's a depressant. No, it's not. I mean, it is. It obviously is. But it's something that tastes great, relaxes you. It's awesome. Especially if you find the right one and you're like 2 glasses in, you're like, yeah, that's good. I'm good. Or you're like, you can find some that are really good. And you're like 6 glasses in. You're like, wow, that bottle is empty. And wow, I need to go to bed now. And then you end up waking up in another room in the middle of the night because you don't know how you got there. Never done that before. So Crown Black is a little darker than your Jameson Black. No, when I drink the Crown, I get a lot more of a toffee, coffee type feel, type vibe off of it. It's a lot thicker too. It's not necessarily as thin as your Jameson is. As you can kind of see, it's kind of hard how much darker that is to that. But then again, the darkness doesn't really determine like the quality of the drink, because I have some Cruisin' Rum up there that is dark. It's about as dark as this table. And it's very toffee. It's like dark, really, really water over it and drink it. It didn't matter if it was cold water or hot water. You just went over some coffee beans and you drank it. This one is a little more subtle, a little more smooth. It doesn't really have the first bite or first taste off of it to be like a coffee. It's more or less the aftertaste that ends up becoming like a coffee flavor, and that really draws you into the drink. Because if it probably wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much as I do, because I like the coffee flavor. I like the coffee taste. But I don't really like coffee liqueurs. I like cream liqueurs. I use those to make like milkshakes and different stuff like that. The best thing to do, I actually done a video on it we used the NutriBullet, but I took some butter pecan ice cream, St. Brendan's cream liqueur, and I think it was vanilla Jim Beam or vanilla Crown, and mixed it in a blender and made a milkshake. And that was the best milkshake I have ever had in my entire existence on this earth. But you don't learn those things unless you try them. Like a few weeks ago, I was drinking on here, and then all of a sudden I was like, bam! I poured my Monster into a glass of apple brandy. And you know what turned out to be really good? Monster and apple brandy. You know what happened after that? I ended up going in and making several other videos. One with a peach whiskey that turned into a peach sweet tea with a Monster, and then I took another one with the Crown Apple, I think it was, and I made Crown Apple with a green a green Monster, and it also turned out really good. So with that being said, you never know what you're gonna like or how something's gonna taste until you taste it. Don't be scared of it. If you're scared of it, you ain't gonna get none of it. And then you're just upset. You end up not getting no whiskey, and then you didn't try nothing new. Weirdos, try stuff. And if you're scared to try stuff and you don't want to spend a lot of money, buy airplane bottles. It's the God's gift to whiskey, or really any drink. There's usually not an entire lot of options when it comes to them. So if you've ever been to an ABC store, and if you haven't, most of your airplane bottles are either on your way to the checkout or behind the checkout or around the checkout. That's where they got a lot of their small bottles or their airplane bottles. Just because you don't want to go buy a bottle for $50 doesn't mean you shouldn't go buy a $10 airplane bottle or a $5 airplane bottle and try it. Because you don't know if you're going to like it. And like me, I don't mind spending the extra money because I hear great things before I buy them. But I'm not going to go out here and spend like Johnnie Walker Blue Label. It's something I want to try very bad. But it's at a bar, it's like $30 a shot. The bottle is like $250. And if you want to go buy an airplane bottle, it's also like $20 or $30. It might even be $40. I don't know. It's just sometimes the purchase ain't worth the purchase cost. I have drank several mini bottles on this channel. Not many, but many, M-A-N-Y. And some of the better bottles that I've had has honestly came from the cheaper side of whiskey. Like I've had some $5 whiskeys that taste really good. But then again, I've had some $30 whiskeys that taste very bad. You never know. Like there was a Patron. I don't know how much a Patron is. I never really bought it. Somebody bought it and then left it at the house. It was a Patron coffee. And man, that was terrible. But it wasn't cheap either because it's Patron. I mean, once you start buying all these bottles and start looking into a lot of these, you start to learn that it's not really that important with how much it costs. Because I bought Cody a bottle for his birthday a few years back. It was the XO or something like that. And it was like $120, $130. And he said it was terrible. So, I mean, it's all about your personal preference and your personal tastes. There's no point in going out and blowing $100 on 2 bottles of whiskey when you can go spend $20 and probably end up with 6 bottles of whiskey. You never know. So keep your eyes peeled on stuff that's different. And that's what I go by. The way I choose my drinks, genuinely, when I go to an ABC store, I choose my drinks by looks, design, and story. So a lot of time, I won't even buy a whiskey if it doesn't have a good story on it, because you want to know a little bit about it. You want to be welcome. I've bought 2 whiskeys in the last week or 2. God, these yells to stop. And I bought 2 in the last week or 2 that have just been mind-blowing, great backstories on these things. And the descriptions that you get on these are just insane. And it just makes your mouth. The Buffalo Trace does the same thing. The Irishman also does the same thing. So I look for that whenever I'm buying my bottles. Why buy something that you don't know what you're going to get, right? There's no point. I know it's like buying a car but not test driving it, right? Why would you buy something that you're not going to test drive, you know? So It's all about being able to read the bottle and learn. Do you like the nutty notes? Do you like a fruitier flavor? Huh. Oh, can you distinguish a nutty and a fruity flavor inside of a whiskey and not be like Pretty Lady and say that everything just smells like malt vinegar? I mean, but it's all to you. I do my taste tests are 100% every time. My reviews are nothing short than my perfect honesty. I've had people tell me that I'm lying, that I'm water instead of gin, or water instead of vodka, or a Coke instead of a whiskey. And trust me, I get the darndest things. If I had $1 for every time I got called an alcoholic because I'd make one 10-minute video a day and I drink one shot of whiskey in that drink, and that makes me an alcoholic. I drink for the enjoyment of the taste and to taste new things. If I was an alcoholic, as they say, this shelf would be empty. I would be in here nonstop every day just drinking. But I don't. I drink like a glass a day. Now that we started doing our live videos, I drink a little more on those, but I even cut. When I first started, I was doing 3 drinks a video, trying to fill in the void of the time, the space where there wasn't any questions or anything like that, because I was trying to teach myself how to talk when nobody talks, or how to talk in general to a screen, to yourself. Because when I first started my YouTube videos, I was like, man, I couldn't get anything. I was like rambling for like 5 minutes, and I thought that was like, God, that was terrible. And then like a month or 2 in, I was like, wow, it was hard for me to keep it under 10 minutes, because I could talk about stuff. I could talk about the whiskey just on and on and on, just the flavors, the taste, the robust smell. It's just everything that you can go with. I was running with it. And then I learned just because I could talk about it for that long doesn't mean I should talk about it for that long. Maybe I need to cut the videos down. I cut them down to like anywhere between 5 and 10, just kind of bounces around. And then I finally, after a long few months of telling everybody, I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to. I finally bought a camera, and I bought a mic, and I bought a ring light and everything else. And I was like, hey, guys, we got the camera now, so which means I can go live every other day. So I started my schedule being Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, every other day. Which is weird because I'm off on the weekends, but I don't really have a live schedule for the weekends. But I do randomly go live on days that I'm not necessarily scheduled to go live. I don't do set times. I just kind of go. When I go live, I go live. If Pretty Lady wants me to go live a little earlier so we can have the evening together, or I can come to bed a little earlier, I'm going to do what Pretty Lady says. Because I got to go to bed next time. She'll beat me up if I don't. Okay? But it became as a, what's the word I'm looking for? As not necessarily a venting, I'm looking for a certain word, but I can't find it. But it became something where I looked forward to it every evening. And I was like, yeah, I get to figure out what bottle I'm going to do today. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try a different taste. And I was just so genuinely excited about it. And then I started drinking more of the whiskeys and learning more about them. And then I became more avid into it. And I was like, hey, finally, I can start going live on YouTube now that I bought my camera set up and I bought all this stuff. And I was like, wow, it's finally doing this thing. And I was like, wow, I'm finally going to start doing these lives now that I've been promising them for so long. And you're like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but we're going to do these lives, and I'm going to do them for at least an hour. And it turned out to be better than what I thought it was, because it went from being something where I was so nervous. I procrastinated. I had the camera for like almost a week before I even done my first live video. I talked to Kenny so much, I was like, I'm just nervous. I was like, oh God. I was just touching stuff and moving stuff around. I would get ready to go live and I would decide not to, and I'd pull back out. I would just post my video for the day and that would be it. And I just finally, Kenny was like, you just got to do it. You got to just hit that start button and go. Because if you don't hit that start button, you're never going to know what you're going to be able to do. You're not going to know whether or not people like your whiskeys, like your videos, because nobody's ever there to see this stuff. So whenever I finally jumped in, I got over that anxiety. I was like, oh, God, what am I going to do? People are going to be watching me all the time. And now it's like I get on here, I drink my whiskey and talk my shit. I hope you like it. And if you don't like it, then drink you some whiskey and drink enough whiskey until you do like it. Because that's the only way to do it. But that's essentially what got me into my videos was this box back here. A buddy of mine for my birthday last year, which also is Basil Hayden came from, same time frame. He bought me this box up here for Christmas/birthday because my birthday's in November. And he was like, I got you this. It was 12 days of Christmas. And my cousin has been trying to get me to do YouTube for a few years now. And I finally was like, you know what? I broke my leg last year. I couldn't do anything but sit at home. I couldn't walk. I couldn't go anywhere. So I needed something to do. So I was like, all right. I created the YouTube. I created the channel. And I was like, all right, we're going to start doing these videos. We're going to start posting all the time. We're going to post every day. I wanted to be full. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. And it's coming up. Let's see here. What is it? Not 10 months. And we've posted a video almost every single day in those 10 months. We are almost, I think we're at 300 videos coming up on roughly 300 videos. So, I mean, we are putting in these videos, guys, I promise you. And now that I go live, I'd say I'm going live, I go live. I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know what I'm going to keep doing? Live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Whether I got 0 views or 1 million views, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Unless some weird way that my schedule changes up. And I like to throw in a curveball where I may go live on a Saturday or Sunday when we're having a little party here at the house, and I got an extra hour or so to hang out and chill, and nobody minds being on the camera. But that's okay. I don't mind it. But I finally come over the anxiety, and I was like, all right, we're going to do these videos, and I'm going to learn more about these whiskeys. And I wanted to do something that it's going to sound weird. I wanted to do something that I was good at, and I was good at drinking, and I like drinking, and I love whiskey. So, bam, here we are. We taste test whiskeys. We taste test brandies. We taste test scotch. We taste test rum. We taste test mountain water. It could be anything. And we taste test vodka. You name it. I've done hot pepper challenges. I've made my own vodkas. I've done a lot of different random skits in the process of doing these channel. And I just genuinely have loved every minute of it. Some days I go in there and I'm loving on the pretty lady and I'm being lazy after work. I'm like, I don't want to go do the video. I want to lay here. But you know what? At the end of the day, I would feel terrible if I did not go and make your video. That way you guys would have something for me to show you guys every day. Because if I don't post a video for you guys, sometimes now I do forget. Sunday, I got distracted. Sunday, I made the video. I edited the video. And then I went and got distracted and ate and stuff. And then I went live right after that. And then I never posted the video. And I was like, well, darn. But I usually do make up for it if I miss a day. I'll usually try to post 2 videos or something like that. I'll post a video that I forgot to post the day before. I didn't do that this time because I talked about things that it wouldn't have made sense to post it on the next day because the days didn't line up. So that's essentially just a video that's never going to get seen because it just didn't line up. But that's okay. It doesn't matter that too terribly much that happens. There's times where I make videos 6 or 7 times over. Now, keep in mind, I drink whiskeys for my videos. I was having communication issues about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, and I was doing my Gentleman Jack bottle preview and my review on the YouTube channel. I made that review 5 times. Now, needless to say, when I make my bottles for a review, I usually go to about a part and then a little bit more, right? I've done that 5 times. And so by the last time, I was just like, oh, okay. However it goes is how it's going up. And then there was another one where I was drinking these beers, and I bought a 6-pack, and I had drank 5 of them. So I only had 1 left, and that video had to work because you can't just get another one. I mean, I'd have to drive all the way back to the other side of town to get one. You can't just be like, oh, well, let me just restart this video and try again. No, I drank 6, and I was out. I mean, there was no way I was going to go buy anymore. But the 6th one, I was like, you know what, screw it. However it goes up, it goes up. I feel clogged. But it's been fun. I do enjoy these videos every day. I enjoy, like, the people that I get messages every now and again. They're like, hey, you should try this. Or, hey, have you tried this? I'm like, no, I haven't tried that. They'll be like, hey, you should. It's good. Or, hey, you should. It's bad. So I'll be like, okay, I guess I'll do that. I mean, it's terrible, but shoot, I'll do it. And I usually try to get around it or something like that to where I can get them into the video because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I get requested to do bottles that we just don't sell around here or something like where it just takes me a while to find. Buffalo Trace took me like 8 months to find that bottle to be able to do the review. So it's just sometimes it doesn't work out the way we want it to. And that's okay. I understand that. And I hope everybody that watches understands that. It's not that I ignore you or anything. It's just I couldn't do it. I just know what it is. But usually I'm like, I'll message you or I won't message you. I'll be like, hey guys, I'm not able to do that today because I couldn't find it. And they'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool, sweet. Well, if I find it, I'll let you know. Because a lot of my people and requests are like friends, and they go to the same like liquor stores that I do. So if they see something that I would like, they'll be like, hey, you should go here and buy this. You'll like it. Like whenever I got the Buffalo Trace, I know Cody has been wanting to try Buffalo Trace. So I was like, hey, you need to go to the local one and buy you some Buffalo Trace because it's really good and you're going to enjoy it. Why does the camera keep spazzing out? I don't know what it's doing. But hey, Whiskey Wednesday, 2 great, wonderful whiskeys. If you've never had either one, they're 2 polar opposites. Triple distilled, tastes like coffee made for the queen, right? The backstory for Crown, I don't know if Jameson has one or not, but Crown was made back when the queen and king would show up to Canada. This is the drink they would greet them with. They created this for them. They make it right now the same way they made it for the king and the queen. However, now Jameson is just made with the blood of the Irish, and it tastes freaking amazing no matter how you drink it. It tastes like a go-go juice that you didn't know you needed. But they've been doing theirs since 1780, and this has been a thing since, give me a date. Is it not on here? They really didn't put one? Oh, this one's actually 90 proof. I didn't realize that. I thought it had a date, but I guess it doesn't. I can't remember. The box might tell me, but I don't feel like going over there. It's just, when it comes down to it, find something you love and go after it. Because you can't just sit around and do nothing all your life. You're just going to get bored. So I do different stuff all the time. If not, I would probably be bored all the time. Do want to say cheers with this one, and I'm going to bring out a special 3rd bottle, and I will do a shot from it to end off the video. But right now, it's good. So cheers with the Crown Royal. It's great. It is a wonderful taste. All right, so we're going to move these. We're going to put these up back where they go. This one goes here. This one goes here. Get my shorts out of my butt. What do we want to do a shot of? We will do a shot of Maker's Mark. Let me get my barrel. Yeah. Set this glass to the side. So, when I might start doing this, I might not. A toast to the end of the stream or live. However, when I do get my computer a lot better and a lot more good looking than what this one does, I might start doing video games I like to play them, but here recently I've just been so daggone busy. It has been ridiculous trying to play games, get things fixed around the house. Pretty Lady's honey-do list is longer than anything I've ever seen in my life, and it grows every day, but that's okay. I love her to death. We'll be getting, hopefully, the Mustang going soon. So we're going to cheers to overcoming indifferences and struggles and becoming something that you didn't know would ever happen. And here I am making YouTube videos about perseverance. Not yet, babes. They will see you if you open the door. Just a little bit longer, honey. So she does this little cute thing. She's camera shy. She doesn't want to be on camera for you guys yet. But we do want to do some cooking things. She's going to teach me some things. And some other good things that she's really good at that she has a state license for. She wants me to be do more of that on her channel. Once we get her little business going, we're going to set that up for the YouTube channel. But she comes up to the door and she scratches like this at the door, kind of like a little puppy. And I let her know if we're live or not, and that way she can determine if she's going to come in. But guys, so like I said, cheers to a wonderful evening, a wonderful night with you guys. If you're new and you're still hanging out here, guys, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. And if you already subscribed, we're pushing 150 subscribers, and then we're going to be doing a giveaway. If you live close, we'll do a video together. If we don't live close, I'll mail it to you, and we can do a Facebook video together. We'll figure something out. And if you don't want to do a video, we don't have to do a video. But guys, cheers to overcoming indifferences and becoming something you never know you would ever become because you said yes instead of saying no. Cheers. I spilled a drop on my chin. I said chin, but I meant my cheek. Oh, yeah. My mouth does not do as it shall. But guys, that was Maker Mark's 46. It is made from Maker's Mark Original. And then it's made again with 10 oak staves and aged for an additional process. But tomorrow, you should expect a new video. And you should expect a new whiskey. We're probably going to have a couple new whiskeys coming up. I'm not sure if I want to do whiskeys, scotches, brandies, vodkas. You guys let me know. If you want to see something different, let me know. We'll go by ear. So we have until I get off tomorrow at 4 p.m. So from time now, which is 8:15 till tomorrow at 4 p.m., y'all message me, either private message on Facebook or you can comment on the live video here. I'll be able to see it. And tell me if you want me to drink brandy, scotch, whiskey, anything that you can think of within means. Let me know, and we will do a video on it. And that's what we will do, our taste test of the day on either tomorrow. If I get it before 4 o'clock tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. And if I get several, I will try and go ahead and get all of those, and we will go ahead and do that up for the weekend. Because I'll probably be at home most of the weekend by myself since Pretty Lady will be working. So I'll definitely probably doing another live or two. But we might go earlier in the day live. We might get drunk with Hallman and see how that goes. Do a really long live video, and we'll just do day drunk with Hallman and see how it goes. But guys, coming up to the end of the video here, I know I try to keep it to an hour. We got like a minute, and it's going to be an hour in. There's a lot of things that could happen. Just be faithful. You got what you got. You never know what you got till it's gone. And just because you got it doesn't mean it can't be gone. I got a lot of things right now, but that doesn't mean I can't lose it. Don't be so worked up over one thing that you lose sight on this, because this could be better than what that was. And it took a lot for me to kind of learn that little metaphor, because my cousin he always gets worried, like, I overlooked that other video. We hit 1,000 views on it. And I was excited about it. I was just like, wow, that's a big number for me. And he's like, yeah, congrats. That's great. Stop looking at it. And he's like, that's not important. He said, what's important is that you continue to keep doing that over and over and over, not continue to keep looking at it. You don't want to grow a sense of different personality by seeing numbers. You want to be the same person that you were when you started as you were when you ended. And that's all that matters, is being the same person and not changing up on weirdos. So, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you had a wonderful night with me. I know I ranted and rambled and raved the whole night long, but that's okay. We drank whiskey together, and we've done some things that we don't normally do. Nah, I'm just kidding. We drink whiskey every day. Guys, we're going to be ending it quickly here on YouTube, and then we're going to bounce over to Facebook and then end it over right there. So, guys, on Facebook and YouTube, if you're watching and haven't done it yet, please go smash that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton, helps you out a ton. Hit that like button and smack the comments if you want to see me try something different, new, or whatever tomorrow. And I'll tag you in it if you would like. Guys, thanks for watching, and have a wonderful night, YouTube. Catch you tomorrow with another brand new video, and Friday with a new video and a live. See you then.